Hello, welcome back to Buckle Up. My name's Jasper and today I am driving a piece of history. Now thankfully this piece of history is not quite as old as I am, but this is the Mk1 Octavia vRS. Yes, that's right, I am here with a piece of Skoda history. So this is Zippy. Obviously, you can tell based on the number plate. And Zippy is a first generation Skoda Octavia vRS. The Octavia vRS launched in 2001. It was based on the first generation Octavia, which came out mid-1990s. And this was a first for Skoda. It was their first VRS model, and that is designated by the excellent little VRS badge on the front grille. Obviously, the rest of the exterior is quite similar to the standard VRS. Slightly revised front bumper, looks a lot more sporty, and I must say, for a vehicle that was designed in the 1990s, this looks brilliant. It just looks so good. It's so simple and clean. So what Skoda changed, essentially, was the engine. So the Mk1 VRS came to the market with a 1.8 litre four-cylinder turbocharged petrol engine that produces 180 horsepower, which was quite a good amount of power. And let's see what it's like to drive. This car was the brand's first VRS model, and it's ace. Looking back now to when this car was launched at a price of a shade under £16,000, looking at both the space, practicality and driving engagement that was on offer, it's absolutely amazing. So just a couple of other things on the outside of the car. You've got these excellent green brake calipers, lovely 17-inch alloy wheels, and just look at the stance of this. The other thing you obviously got, because it's a VRS sporty model, is big old spoiler on your boot, and that just looks great. Obviously Octavia and your VRS badging, and then down here, look at that exhaust tip. So when this came to the market with the 1.8 litre four-cylinder turbocharged petrol, 180 horsepower at 5,500 RPM, and it actually was Skoda's fastest production model at the time. So it had a top speed of 144 miles an hour and did 0 to 62 in 6.7 seconds, which was quite a bit faster than their other models. So what the Octavia vRS did was it brought affordable practicality and performance to the mass market, which at the time was a bit of a revelation because this kind of family vehicle just didn't really typically come with such a good high performance engine and at such an affordable price. And you might think, yeah, okay, 180 horsepower is not actually that much, but it's enough to make your mints roll out of the cubby holder. A couple of other things worthy of note. Obviously, with it being an Octavia, the boot is quite literally cavernous. You could fit several of me in there, let alone a few suitcases, etc. You've interestingly also got some additional bracing. I wonder why. You know, this is a massive boot. It is genuinely monstrous. It's amazing to see this much luggage capacity in what is, you know, I mean, it's a saloon-style hatchback, but it is a hatchback vehicle. It's brilliant. And obviously, the interior was special as well. So, bespoke you've got your bespoke Skoda Accent VRS logo embossed into the seats. I absolutely love this twin colour upholstery. And look, it's got leg room. It's got room for my camera gear. I put it there so it didn't rattle around in the boot. But the interior was just, you know, an uplift over the standard model. And some things that I really appreciate in here, you've got a lovely little VRS gear stick, proper manual handbrake, obviously, because this is a manual vehicle, 3 pedals with aluminium pedal covers, and this model in particular has done 73,745 miles. Skoda have owned this since 2014. got your little focus. You've got your little Octavia badging on the dashboard, and just look at this simple, sensible layout in the cabin. Hidden storage, place for your Skoda mints, excellent. And obviously some simply clever features. Parking ticket holder. So they'd started those features so many years ago. Look at that, look at the glove box as well. Brilliant, absolutely love it. This example of the VRS is obviously going to be incredibly well maintained because it's owned and operated by Skoda for their press fleet. This is part of their heritage fleet. But this car is just such a joyful thing to drive because you know that it's affordable and yet it's something that you can have a lot of fun in. You've got that incredible rally heritage sitting underneath the car, and it was such a brilliant thing that was released at the time that brought this level of fun engagement to the practical family car market. I also just absolutely love the fact that I can see a wing in my rear view mirror on this hatchback, this family hatchback. The other thing that I'm really genuinely enjoying about this is I can hear the turbocharger whooshing away under the bonnet, which I absolutely adore. That kind of turbocharger noise, because I am at heart a child still, just makes me happy. The other thing as well is this revs out. 5,500 RPM is your peak performance, but the engine, the red line is just over 6,500. So if you really need to, you definitely can put your foot down in this. And it's pokey, you know. This model is obviously impeccably well maintained, but everything in here, the controls are all fantastic. The brakes are nice and progressive, the clutch is really linear, the gearbox is brilliant. It's a 5-speed manual and it just is so easy to use, it slots beautifully into gear. The throttle pedal feels good, you know, the whole drive is really excellent. I like this a lot. The turbocharger comes in strong from about 1,800 RPM. And past that, the power delivery is actually really linear, but you get that refreshingly old school turbo kick from 1800 if you've been putting your foot down before then. There you go. This is a piece of heritage, but it's an excellent piece of history. The way it takes corners as well is just brilliant.